Yeah, Eric seeded the entire first hayfield at the rate of 50 pounds per acre of grass seed. We were actually shooting on the high end of 20 to 22. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It's gonna be a tight fit. These little curls. You got the little curls on your head. You got little curlicues. You got little curlicues. Are you a little fluff head? Huh? You should probably leave that there. No, that's Dad. Went through and greased it. I think Eric said it, although it doesn't look like he did. Let me just double check. Did you already go through and adjust the settings on the, okay. We should go through and write with a permanent marker what the settings are on the inside lid.
You said it was in the manual. Did we ever get a manual of it?
Yeah, we did.
You said it had orchard grass settings in the manual.
Okay. Maybe that's what we used last time, was the settings in the manual. So this thing is full. This is 2 bags or 100 pounds of grass seed. That's about all it can hold. But realistically, and this is for 4 acres.
Yeah.
So that would be 25 pounds an acre.
Oh, it's gonna be a little less than that.
22 pounds, I think, is what you had said.
Well, if I put it on 50, it would be 22. I put a little less than 50.
Okay, yeah.
So you want between 15 and 25?
Yeah.
Like it's coming out? Ooh, I don't have any bug spray on. Alright. So this is dropping seed everywhere, which is great. But I think the ground is just a little too chunky yet for it to really get packed in very good. Now with grass seed, you do want it pretty much to be on top of the soil. A lot of grass seed. I hope this isn't coming out too fast. But I guess we'll see. Fertilizer you can afford to miss a little bit. Hayfield planting, not so much.
the front cactus looking thing on the right there, that front wheel, that actually works up the soil, and you can make it more aggressive or less aggressive. Right now it's pretty much lightly working the soil and putting holes in it, and then you can see the seed dropping. Nope. You can see the seed dropping from those green cups right there. So the front wheel works it, the cups drop the seed, and then the back packer wheel basically rolls over it and packs it into the ground. So corn you plant deep, wheat I'm not sure, the grass is pretty much right on top, and this, like I said, is not ideal planting conditions. I think honestly the only time this field was ever ideal planting conditions was when we grew teff in it, and that was right after we had rye in it. I think the top part up here will probably plant out a little bit better, just because the soil's a little bit drier. See how loose this is? It's nice and loose. So we'll have to see. I will keep you posted on the growing progress of the seed. It's supposed to germinate in like 7 days or so. So probably by the time I get to posting this video, I'll be able to show you an update on the grass growing. But hopefully it's grass growing and not weeds or wild grass growing. But all we can do is try. Yeah, Eric seeded the entire first hayfield at the rate of 50 pounds per acre of grass seed. We were actually shooting on the high end of 20 to 22, but the calibration instructions in the manual on this machine and the seeding rates are not at all correct. And honestly, the manual for this thing just sucks. It has two ranges. It has a high range and a low range. And according to this right here, it is currently in the low range, which means it's putting down less seed per acre. But yet the amount of seed that's coming out is more equivalent to the high range. I think the rate that we did last year was actually 18. I think it was like right here on the 20 that I had it locked in last year. And the guy on the phone suggested 60 to 65. And that's actually what the manual suggested as well. Well, 60 to 65 dropped about 50 pounds per acre on the field. That's a heck of a lot of grass seed and a lot of money down the drain. At $200 a bag, that's a $400 2-acre hayfield out there. So, consequently, we also now don't have enough seed, and we had to special order the seed from Florida. So, the weather is forecast to be warm for the next couple of weeks, so that should be prime time for growing grass. Yes, it is really late in the year to be planting grass. I know you're supposed to plant mid to late August, but because of the drought and everything else out here, it just was not going to happen. It just, too many other things going on. Yeah. Well, I made it through the dead zone right there. Just kind of gunned it. That whole area is just not going to be good. acres. Eric measured it in 8, not 10. I have about 70 pounds of seed. That's all I've got because we overseeded the other field, like seeded too much. So this field we had planned on 2 bags, 100 pounds to do 10 acres, roughly 10 pounds per acre, which would be pretty good for overseeding. But all I've got is 70 now. So I have it calculated out to about 8 pounds per acre, which is still not bad. Show this to you. So this area right here, you can see it's a little bit different. And then there's another spot right there. That was all overseeded last fall. We had a little bit of seed, and I went through with the seeder and just really hit that area really hard. And it came in pretty good, but like this area right through here, this is all pretty bad. The hillsides tend to be the hardest. Like right through here. Those areas didn't grow in. Those areas didn't grow in very good simply because when we first went through and worked up the soil, it did not pack in very good. So subsequently when we went to seed it, oh, there's another area. When we went to seed it, the seed really didn't have anything to keep it anchored in place, and it just didn't grow because the soil wasn't packed in real good through there. So now it's packing in, and now I can go through and oversee those areas. You know, honestly, this is the bottom of the hill, and this whole area last year was bare. I mean, this was all completely bare. I had to oversee this last year, just like I'm doing now. And I'm just overseeing this path right here a little bit more. It's a little thinner right here. This is looking great. Here's a bare spot. I'm going to swing over here real quick. You can see there's a little bit more weeds growing. It's a little sparser. Yeah. So it's okay to hit it a couple times if you need to. Just thicken it up a little bit more. I know that area's had plenty, so that's where I've been turning. That area right up there probably could have taken another hit, but so I'm just going to go ahead and get off for a progressive show of the Persist Orchard Grass seed. I'll be giving my input on how I think this did versus the Tekapo, how it overwinters, and I guess just a comparison of how it grows versus the Tekapo. I did overseed this into the Tekapo just now, just because if it does better than the Tekapo, I want it in the Tekapo, not just on its own. So, alright, I'll keep you guys posted, and